All right, y'all. I've seen this question tossed around to a lot of different people, and that is, how do you get Shenron? How do you get Porunga and Super Shenron in Dragon Ball Spark Zero? Of course, as it says right here, when you collect the 7 Dragon Balls, you could summon Shenron. When you collect the 7 Namekian Dragon Balls, you summon Porunga. And then collecting the 7 Super Dragon Balls, essentially, you will be able to summon Super Shenron, is kind of what goes on there. But a lot of people don't really know necessarily how do you get these Dragon Balls. And that's what we're going to be talking about today here. First and foremost, I do want to say, if you did end up getting the deluxe edition of the game, you will get 1 free Whis from Shenron. So, you know, as easy right there, I do actually have one of those editions, the deluxe or ultimate edition, both will count. You do get a free Wish to Shenron. And specifically with the ultimate edition, you get a free Wish to Super Shenron. That's just unlocked at the start of the game. And you still can collect Dragon Balls for the other dragons, while you do actually have the free Wish. So let's say I actually have 7 Dragon Balls for Shenron right now. If I use that wish, I will have the 7 Dragon Balls still in my inventory, so that should still be there available once you actually make the wish to Shenron. But there are actually ways to farm Shenron and Porunga even after everything like that, right? Porunga, in fact, you know, you can only summon him by farming him in game, and we'll talk about that once we get there. But let's just hop right into things, you know, with that out of the way. Shenron. So there are actually a couple of ways you could farm Shenron. Firstly, you're actually able to get if we take a look here, a copy of the Dragon Balls through Whis stamp book right here, right? So if we go ahead and take a look here, we're able to see that there's some different missions that you can solve. Now, I actually already did get a couple of them, but you'll see that there is these little Shenron icons, and that's the icon that shows up when, you know, you actually do end up getting a Dragon Ball from Shenron, or even Porunga as well. You're able to get the Dragon Balls from here, right? So, you know, by clearing some of these missions right here, achieve victories in Goku Saga, complete battle training, create a custom battle, right? And there's a bunch of other missions that were there as well, but you actually do get 1 set of Dragon Balls from here. If you just scroll all the way down here, you see that there's no other sets that are available. You even see I completed some of these, perform an ultimate 10 times, edit a player card, clear bonus battle, play offline, right? Once you get those missions, you just get a free set of the Dragon Balls, which is really nice. Now, one thing I want to point out is the Zeno's orders. A lot of people thought that you actually get Dragon Balls from these, but that is not true. It looks like you actually get Dragon Balls from these, but if you scroll down here and you see I collected some of these are actually just titles, right? You actually just get titles from there. So, like, all of these are essentially titles, and same with this right here. This is I think it's an icon, actually. You get icons and titles from here by completing Zeno's orders. So that's how you customize your, you know, profile card. Like, for example, I could set in my profile the 4-star Dragon Ball right there, right? Because I saw a lot of people confused, and they're like, oh, you can get the Dragon Balls from Zeno's orders. That is not true. You get icons of the Dragon Balls, and you actually get them when you unlock the Dragon Balls anyways. So that goes hand in hand with, again, these Whis stamps here. But that is a way you can just get Shenron just right off the gate. Very easy missions to do. Very, very simple as well. However, there is another way you can actually farm Shenron, and it is the same way that you actually end up farming Porunga. Now, this is I don't know. I'm not really a fan of this way. But essentially what you have to do is you need to, from what I saw, do offline battles. Now, what happens is you get a random chance for Shenron Dragon Balls and Porunga Dragon Balls to drop when you're doing battles. I played online for like 5 hours in ranked earlier today, right? I mean, if you take a look here, we can see my rank in terms of rankings right here. You can see I played for quite a while in DP matches. Now, I guess I can't say for sure for normal matches. You see I'm top 300 right here. I was actually top 100 earlier, but I was actually farming the Porunga Dragon Balls just for this video. If we go back, we can see that, you know, I played that for a while, but it looks like to me you might only be able to get these Dragon Balls from offline. Now, what you have to do is you just win battles and you get a random chance to farm the Dragon Balls. And that's at the end of the fight, you get a random drop for them. It could be Shenron Dragon Balls, it could be Porunga Dragon Balls. In my experience, it usually, a lot of the time, leans towards Shenron rather than Porunga. I've gotten so many Shenron Dragon Balls in the time spent it took me to collect one set of Porunga Dragon Balls. You can not hold more than 7, of course, so you want to make sure once you get the Shenron Dragon Balls filled up, you go ahead and get that done. But being fair, Porunga Dragon Balls gives you 3 wishes, so I don't think I got 21 Shenron Dragon Balls in the time I would get 7 Porunga Dragon Balls, which, you know, that is the value of it from what I'm understanding. So what I would recommend doing is I actually went to the character that actually had the most attack right here. If we take a look here, we could actually set that to descending, and if you see, at least in terms of like just normal characters that isn't a giant, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta actually has the highest attack, because otherwise it's like Dr. Reload right here, he's a giant character. We see Grade 8 Vegeta is a giant character. You could use the Brolys as well. It depends on, I guess, what your preference is. Gogeta just feels like the smoothest one to me. Then I actually went with the character with the lowest HP, which actually ends up being the Frieza Soldier again. If we do go ahead and do the same thing where we do, I guess, ascending HP, we could see that, well, actually, okay, so it's Kid Gohan specifically that has the lowest HP. Let me take a look here again. Because when I did descending, it had Frieza Soldier at the bottom, so I don't know. It's either it's in these characters. This guy doesn't have a lot of HP. Hercule doesn't have a lot of HP. I did the Frieza Soldier. Maybe that's a use for the Frieza Soldier, right? But he doesn't have a lot of HP. And you just kind of go in there and you beat him over and over and over and over again until you actually do get the Dragon Balls. It took me, to be fair, it only took me about 1 to 2 hours to get the entire Porunga set. But you gotta keep in mind that each time, each fight took like 15 seconds. So the amount of times I went back in over and over again, it felt like hours, dude. I just want to let you guys know ahead of time, but that's the only way you can farm Porunga, by doing that. You have to do those battles offline. If there's another way that you guys find out in the comments below, or maybe, you know, if there's a story that people haven't played specifically, let me know in the comment section below. I haven't seen anyone get them from episode battles. If you have seen them from episode battles, let me know as well. That could be very well possible. But besides that, there is Super Shenron. So besides having Super Shenron unlocked at the beginning, if you have the Ultimate Edition of the game, there are 3 different sets of Super Shenron Dragon Balls that you are able to achieve from what I saw. There's one set that you just get when you complete Goku's episode battle. Once Goku's episode battle is completed, you actually will get, again, that set specifically. And then there is another set that you're able to get. Well, actually, there's 2 sets that you're able to get from Trunks's Future Trunks' specific episode battle, right? That is basically the story mode of the game. And from what I'm seeing people say online anyways, I haven't completed those myself, but I'm seeing a lot of different sources say that you actually do get a full set upon completion of Trunks' normal one, and he actually has a different pathway, which you would get another set there. So there are 3 sets that you are able to get from that specifically. So if you do get the Ultimate Edition, that is actually 4 different wishes you can make to Super Shenron. Otherwise, you're only able to make 3 wishes. So again, you do want to go ahead and make that count. But we'll go ahead and let's just hop right into the actual wishes themselves. So you could actually click out once you enter them, but let's take a look here at just Shenron. So this is the very first wish that you can make here in terms of I guess, you know, just the normal Dragon Balls. They're the easiest ones to really gather, I would argue. It didn't really take me that long to get a full set of the Dragon Balls, essentially. Like, you can get that very easily. So, right here, you see there's 4 different options. I want more Zenny, I want you to raise my power level, I want more titles, and I want new outfits. You're actually able to see what the titles are. So the titles are King, Delightful Lover, and then King of the World. You're able to select the titles, essentially. I believe you get all of the titles specifically, if I'm not mistaken. And then when you want new outfits, you're able to select the outfit that you actually do want, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure if you get all of them. I assume you might get all of them, actually. We'll test that. I'll actually grab the outfits just so we can look at them. The titles, we could see what they are specifically, right? When it comes to Zenny and player level, though, player level caps at 20. I'm already at 19. It's pretty easy to raise your player level by just playing the game. Zenny is also very easy to farm up by just playing the game. I don't really think these wishes are necessary. You should probably aim for the titles or the outfits, so we'll go ahead and select, just in case it's just one, we'll just select the Yamcha one. I don't know if this just gives me the Yamcha outfit specifically, and it did. So you see, I actually unlocked the Dragon Ball Saga Yamcha outfit. So I assume the the Roshi outfit will actually end up being the Jackie Chun outfit specifically. You see right there, I do have the Dragon Ball set for Shenron because I was able to collect that. But that is what happens after I make my wish. Now with Porunga, you're able to actually make 3 wishes right here. So that's why, again, it may take quite some time to actually get the Porunga wishes, because of the fact that, you know, you actually are able to get 3 of them in total, which is pretty nice. And here's the animation for Porunga. It looks pretty cool as well, right? We do love to see Porunga's a goat, but again, it is very similar to what the other wish was, where you could raise the player level, more Zenny. Again, don't really recommend those. There are different titles here. There are World Domination, Fancy Necklace, and Money Bags. If you do like any of those, you feel free to choose them. Then there are the actual ability items here. We'll actually collect some of these, right? You see that there's a lot of them. So there's Super Transformation, Broly's Ring, Water's Blessing, Miracle Master, Guard Master, the Mirage. I believe Guard Master obviously would just increase like kind of your defenses. Mirage, like, I'm not sure what some of these may do, so we'll select some of these actually, and then, oh wait, okay, so I was gonna say, it should let me select 3 of them, right? Yeah, okay, so you're able to go ahead and get this. We'll get Super Transformation right here, and then just to look at the other one, we will also take a quick gander at, let's say, Water's Blessing, just those ones specifically. We could at least view what they may potentially do. You see Broly's Ring. I think that one sounds interesting to me. Like, what is Broly's Ring gonna do? Now that one looks like just a normal capsule compared to the gold one that we got, so that's interesting. But you see right here, the Dragon Balls are gone once you did go ahead and make that wish. Now finally is Super Shenron. Super Shenron actually has similar wishes to Porunga himself, right? So that's not that big of a deal. But there's one thing that sets Super Shenron apart from the other 2, and that is the fact that you're able to unlock characters. Now from here, you could actually wish for Goku Black and Fusion Zamasu to be unlocked. That's what I recommend personally, to just get the 2 characters to be unlocked, or that's very important. No to Zenny, no to the player level. You can't get the outfits here, but again, you could just farm these outfits from the normal Shenron sets. You can get the ability items here, but again, you could just farm these ability items from the Porunga sets. Titles as well. Now, these are special titles, I would say. But you should be able to get enough to actually, what's it called, get everything else. Because I don't believe you unlock Goku Black and Zamasu outside of the story. Like, you could, I believe, Goku Black and Zamasu, you should be able to get from their episode battle as well. So actually, now that I'm really thinking about it, I mean, here you could go for the like special titles, I guess, right? Let me double check that for you. Actually, yeah, I took a second look, and I'm not crazy. You can unlock Goku Black and Zamasu in the episode battle, so you actually don't really need to do this. This is probably not really a good wish. That's my bad. You do not wish that. I would say no, that's not really worth it. You can just get them by playing the game. So probably just these special titles, because again, you can farm anything else except for the special titles here. These 4 right here are the only ones you could really get. So I don't know. There probably will be, if there's not another way to farm Super Shenron in the future, I assume they'll add more later on. We could see with future DLC or free updates, there may be a way to get Super Shenron. Who knows, in terms of those Dragon Balls, but as of now, there's no other way to actually get these Super Dragon Balls besides completing those episode battles, or if you have the Ultimate Edition unlocked. So there you go, but that is how you're able to get all of the different Shenrons and unlock them, and what the wishes actually do end up giving you. We'll take a quick look here at just to wrap things up, at the little customization items that we're able to wish for, and at least look at those 3. If you guys wish for the other ones, you know, maybe I could leave it in a pinned comment, just let me know. But like, we could take a look here at Goku. So we see Water's Blessing. Health and Ki gradually recover while in water. Oh, Super Transformation reduces skill count for fusions and transformations by 1. Then Broly's Ring prevents transformations and fusions during battle. Though I guess this doesn't really, I mean, I guess this is good for, I don't know, like maybe some custom battle that you could set in, like, let's say episode battles. That makes sense. I mean, there is something in Gohan's battle where he's fighting Resurrection of Frieza and you can't transform with him. That might be what he had here, but okay. So there could be some interesting things in there. Let me know what you guys got out of those ones specifically. I'm sure other people have gotten them and talked about them, but that's it for me. I hope this helped you guys out. Thanks for watching, and of course I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.